and recognize Dr. Brown. Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here today. And Dr. Brown, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, to the bill sponsor, and to you, ladies and gentlemen, members of this committee. You know, after 16 years, I've been here quite a while, and this issue has come up over time. For the majority of us have been supportive of you and homeschooling. I, for one, have been, continue to be. And I wanted to say, you know, I got 3,000, I suspect, more calls. Some of you called me in my office on Sunday and on Saturdays right here because we work very hard here. I guess I am concerned about some of the responses, and I'm just a little disappointed. I think I understand what the bill sponsor is attempting to do. He's paralleling, he's attempting to show the unfairness for the majority of the students, not the minority, in relation to exit testing at the state of Tennessee. Now, he says he believes, I think, now that there have been some changes, and I want to go back into recess and hear from Mr. Obing to hear about the reference that Representative Hardaway has made to some transition of something that they are doing. But one of the things that many of us have had concern about has been the exit test. It has been a shame. We have robbed students of their future when we have permitted them to walk across the stage, graduation stage, with a certificate in their hands rather than a diploma from the school system. Shame, shame on us. And so I would have never thought to have moved a piece of legislation to garner the attention like he did. I just sort of wanted to just write direct, I go after it. And he has called to our attention one more time the disservice we do to young people in the state of Tennessee when we don't meet their educational needs. My statement to him was that the only concern I had was that I could not hire most of you to come out and teach in public schools. Maybe we could do something about the standing we have. So I don't think that you came into the hostile environment that you thought you were coming into. You exist because the majority of the members of this Tennessee General Assembly choose to pass the kinds of legislation that enhances and creates and support homeschooling. I have researched you over the years. By the way, since you're quoting credentials, I taught at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, 28 years. Prior to that, I spent my time as a social worker. I know the significance and importance of family and family life. And we see the impact of it every day when children have warm, wonderful, loving, giving families, the distinction it can make. And all you're saying is this is what you want for your children. I want that not just for your children, for all children. So no one wants to take what you have, and you believe you're giving to your children. And I think you demonstrate that when we see your test scores. So when somebody can show me your test scores and say they're down or they're superior to the ones we have, then I would want to call you in and start testing you. I just want to say that I understand what this sponsor is attempting to do, and I applaud him for doing it, but I am upset that we caused the kind of anxiety he did among you. Because anytime one of us can get almost 3,000 more telephone calls and not to count the emails, then that means there's been a tremendous amount of anxiety. And you don't need that. So I'm glad to know that he came here to tell you the real essence of what he was attempting to do. And I'm pleased he told me, when was it? About yesterday or the day before. And I told him, well, I'm glad you told me, because your bill was not going to get a motion. And so that was why I moved it, because he needed the opportunity to stand before you. And I thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. Without objection,